Hello, dear all. Hope that you all are fine. And in series of online lectures, we discussed in previous lecture about the Granadi, and we covered almost three or four topics there. That what is Granadi, which organ can be correlated with Granadi, what is the location of Granadi, what is the function of Granadi, and what are the probable etiological factors that are responsible for the Granadi role. And then we followed pathogenesis of Granadi, that is Samprapti of Granadi. And in present lecture, we will discuss some remaining part of that Granadi row. So now we will begin from uh, core group of Granadi, and we'll cover almost some topic in this lecture, depending on the time. You know. And now we will discuss about prodromal features of Granadi row. Achar Madhav have quoted prodromal symptoms as Purrupam tu tasjedam trishna alasya balchaya vidaho annasya pakasya chirat kayasya gaurav. The same phrase has been described by Acharya uh, Charak in chapter 15 of Chikitsastra, that is Granadi Doshadhyaya. Almost same is there. You can say that Madhav have taken this slope from Charak Chikitsa, 15th chapter. So we will discuss with a little bit different way. And we have seen that there is concept of Mandagni. There is presence of Mandagni, which is very important feature for Granadi. Means almost all the cases of Granadi there is Mandagni. Mandagni. So what Mandagni leads Bidahu Annas. One thing, and other is Chirat Pakas. There is delayed type of digestion, and that is normal course of digestion is not followed. It takes longer time to digest the meal. Why? Because there is Mandagni. And one thing, since there is Mandagni, so there is delayed digestion. It takes more time, and then along with time, the digestion of food does not takes place properly. है ना? अन्नमादान करता तो प्राण कोश प्रकृत तद्दवम भिन्नम संघातम स्नेहेन मृत्युगतम. This is the normal course of digestion. So in that case, along with uh, delayed digestion, there is improper digestion. What Achar says, bidaho annas. There is non-specific digestion. There bidah is found there in the case of. It is also due to mandagni. So if there is delayed digestion and abnormal digestion, that will directly lead to balcha and trishna. Since there is abnormal digestion and delayed digestion, that leads to trishna. And trishna, along with trishnas, if these symptoms remains for longer time, means if uh, delayed digestion and abnormal digestion is continue for longer time, that will cause bulge. That will cause weakness of the body. So, and that may also lead to alasya. So major thing is presence of mandagni. So begin from mandagni. Mandagni leads to chirat pakas delayed digestion, as well as abnormal digestion vidaho annasya. That both of these lead to trishna, and if they are consistently present, they lead to alasya and palcha. So this is the major feature of a prodromal feature of Granadi as per Acharya Madhav and Charan. Along with these features, Acharya Vagbhat have mentioned some more features as a pragrupam tasya sadanam chirat pachanam amlaka. It means there is amlpak. What Acharya says, Madhav says that there is bidar, whereas Acharya Vagbhat says that is chirat pakanam amlaka. There is formation of soup. property, amla gur is there, and there is praseko vaktrvairasham aruchi trishna trid klamo brahma anader udarta chardi karna chvedo antrakujanam. So in along with these symptoms, the major important feature is Karnshwet. There is feeling of some specific type of sound in the ear. And one most important thing is Antrapujan. There is increased bowel sound. That is the major feature what Acharya Bhagwat have described in context of prodromal features of Grahani Road. And there is some other also. Brahm is there. There is Klum. There is Ana. So these symptoms are additional in comparison of uh, symptoms described by Achar Madhav as well as Achar Charak. And now we will discuss about general symptom of Grani Rog, and says that Sadusta Bauso Bhuktam Amam Ev Vimunchiti. This first line is there is formation of Am and Bauso. In here Bauso reference says that it is increased in either frequency or increased in amount. Both. Bauso means both of these, either increase in frequency or increase in the amount. So, and there is Pakvam va Sarujam. Truth Muhur Baddham Muhur Dhruvam. These are the symptoms of common symptoms of Grani, means a patient whether suffering from any kind of Grani, whether it is Vatas, Pittas, Kaphas, almost these symptoms are there. So one thing is what says that Sadusta Boso Bhuktam, means the food which he have taken is defecated either in the form of arm or sometimes in the form of stool. Amismal and Pakumal, both in the both forms, either in the form of Amal or Pakumal. That depends on the condition of Grani. We discussed in the first slide that Agni plays major important role in the pathogenesis of uh, Grani Roga. So when the status of Grani is better, then properly formed stool is defecated, and if there is higher degree of Agniman, then Amal is defecated. Same unformed stool enough is defecated. One thing that stool may be palm or puck, that depending on the status of Agni. And second is uh, Muhurbaddham Muhurdrovam. It is Muhurbaddham. Sometimes stool is hard and sometimes it is loose. And Sarujam, it comes out sometimes with pain too. Sometimes it comes out with pain too, and tooth foul smelling is there. So almost all the properties are related with the characteristic of a stool. And in short, we can say that due to Agnimanth, if Agnimanth is of higher degree, then unproperly formal, and if Agnimanth is of good degree, is something better, it is towards normal state of equilibrium, then Pakkumal is defecated. And what is the consistency of that mal, whether it is Am or Pak? It's sometime it is hard and sometime it is loose. And what is the smelling of stool is it has foul smelling. And the major thing is that it comes out with pain sometimes. It is not there always sarujam. It comes out with pain. So all of these general properties are related with the characteristic of a stool, that is whether it is arm or puff, whether it is solid or liquid, whether it is smelling or not, and whether it is coming out with pain or not. These four properties are very important in context to the general symptom of Grani Rog. Now the types of Grani Rog. There are four types of Grani Rog: Vatas, Pittas, Kapaj and Sannipatas, as described by almost all the Acharya, Charak Sutra, Vagbhat and Madhav too. Now all have described Grani of four types depending on the vitiation of particular those collectively. And on the basis of Hetu, Granis are two types, Swatantra Grani and Partantra Grani. Swatantra Grani we discussed in the context of Nidan too. Hopefully you can recall that. We discussed the same topic, that there are two types of Grani depending on the Hetu, as Swatantra Grani and Partantra Grani. Swatantra Grani is that after intake of incompatible food in the state of Mandagni, if Grahani arises, that is Swatantra Grahani, since there is no pre-existing illness. So that is known as Swatantra Grahani. And if there is any pre-existing illness, या pre-existing procedure that causes Mandagni, and in that state of Mandagni, if someone consumes incompatible food and that leads to Grahani, so such type of Grahani is known as Partantra Grahani, since it develops after some state of illness, and that illness was responsible for Mandagni, and that Mandagni is responsible for Partantra Grahani. See the entire line we discussed. Atisare nirvitya Mandagne rahitasana. So what Achar says, that due to Atsar there was Mandagni, that Mandagni causes Grahani. So this type of Grahani is known as Partantra Grahani. You will see in the context of Charak Chikitsa chapter 15 what Achar have described Hetu as Virek Vaman Sneh Vibhramat Vyadhi Karshnat. This was the most likely third or fourth line of that slope. I'm unable to recall that line. So you will, if you will see there, that there is a word Vyadhi Karshnat. So that Vyadhi leads to Grahani. So since Grahani is due to pre-existing illness, such type of Grahani is known as Partantra Grahani. So there are two types of Grahani depending on the Hetu. And there are some special states of Grahani, that is known as Sangrahan Grahani and Ghatiyanta Grahani. There are two stages. One is Sangrahan Grahani, where there is abnormal accumulation of stool for longer period. What Achar says, uh, कि पश्चाद माशाद दशाहाद व नित्यम वापि विमुंचति. मतलब defecation takes place pakshad, on the after the interval of 8 pakshad mashad, even after 30 days. Pakshad mashad dashahad was after 10 days. Nityam yapiva, and sometimes in some patients daily too. So if there is abnormal stagnancy of food in the stool in the abdomen for 10 days, 15 days or 13 days, that symptoms defined as Sangrahan Grahani, along with other features. There are some features, other features in the Sangrahan Grahani too. So major thing is Sangrahana, and there is abnormal stagnancy or abnormal retention of stool for longer time is characteristic feature of Sangrahana Grahani. And second is Ghati Yantra Grahani. Ghati means bell. So, so you can say that there is some increased vowel sound, that Grahani, that is characterized by increased vowel sound. What Achar says, Swapatascha Parsyo Sulam Galajjal Ghati Dhwani. Now there is Galajjal Ghati Dhwani. When you place some utensil or some thing, some kind of hollow glass in water and slightly tilt. So due to passing of that air into water, out of water, causes some specific sound. There is that passing of air from that water causes some specific sound, that is known as Galajjal Ghati Dhwani. So same kind of sound is produced, can be heard in the abdominal region. That characteristic feature is defined as Ghati Yantra Grahani. It is found in the Ghati Yantra Grahani. So on the specific stages, there are two types of Grahani, that is That stages of Grani, that is, they are not actually types, they are stages of Grani, that is Sangrahan Grani and Ghati Yantra Grani. And now here is the symptoms of Vatas Grani along with etiological factors and pathogenesis of Vatas Grani. That all of these etiological factors particularly responsible for Vatas Grani, and there was general samprapti, and now there is a specific samprapti for Vatas Grani and symptoms of Vatas Grani. And here in this five sloks, Achar Madhav have described all of these three. And this slok has been taken from Madhav Nidan, but is Madhav have taken this slok from Charak Chikitsa chapter 15 with some variation, and almost same is there. So what is the etiological factor? Katu Tikt Kashaya Atiruch Sandusht Bhojan. Katu Tikt Kashaya, that is ras, excessive intake of these ras, ati ruch, excessive dry, ruch, and sandust bhojan. Sandust bhojan is actually sanyogad viruddha bhojan. What says that it is a kind of incompatible food at either of a tea. What Achar Madhav says, sanyogad viruddha bhojanam chato. Since there are 18 type of viruddha, so all of these almost have been included in the uh, etiological factor of Vatas Grani. And there is a Pramitasan. There is fixed height, very in fixed amount, that I will not take more than that and I will not take more than that. So this is Pramit, Napatula, what says. Atyat, excessive walking, and Veg Nigrah, either of Veg Nigrah here, not related with particular kind of. We discussed in the context of Adsar, that is Veg Nigra is especially related with Mutra and Puris, but here Veg Nigra of all Veg, that may lead to vitiation of what? And Mathuna, excessive indulgence in sexual act. So all of these causes vitiation of Vat, and that vitiated Vat leads to Mandagni. है ना, वहीन संछाद्य, what say तो वहीनिम संछाद्य मतलब वहीनिम प्रदोष. Very very clearly Achar have stated, Achar Madhav have stated that Vahinim Sanchad means Vahinim Sandus, right, causes vitiation of Agni, and so leads to Grahani Rog. So that is a major thing, that is causes vitiation of Agni, and that Agni leads to Vatas Grahani. And the same kind of discussion we have made in the context of Vata Jatsar, that why, how Vat can cause Agnimat. That is mostly due to Sheet group, it causes Agnimat. So what are the symptoms of Vatas Grahani is Tasya Annam Pachate Dukham Supt Pak Khrangata. Tasya Annam Pachate Dukham. And it is very difficult to digest food in that person. It takes longer time, we can say, in the general symptom we describe. Tasannam Pashkate Dukham. So it takes very longer times. Sometimes there is Mandagni. And Shupt Pak, there is Amul Pak, sour type of ras formation, and there is Amul Ras. And Kharanta, there is excessive brittleness, is excessive dryness in the body. Kant Asis Shosh. Kant means throat, Ash means mouth, and dryness in the throat and mouth. Chuta Trishna. There is feeling of Chuta and Trishna property. Right? Patient feels, even there is Mandagni, but still it feels that there is some degree of hunger is there, and there is urgency, necessity of water is there. But Trishna. Timiram, blurred vision is there, its eyesight becomes blurred. Karnayo Suna, there is tingling sensation, some type of sound is produced in the ear. And what is pars uru vanchan griva rug avishram means there is acute pain sometimes in lateral flanks uru, in the uru, in the vanchan, and in the griva. And in these, on these places, in the griva, vanchan, uru, and pars, there is acute pain. And there is visuchika. Now visuchika actually here does not reflect the kind of pain, but it reflects that there is tendency of vomiting as well as loose motion. What Achar have very clearly says that Visuchika urdhvam adhaschas annam pravitti. Here Achar Madhav very clearly says that Visuchika is not pain. Here it shows its second character as urdhvam adhascha annam pravitti, means there is vomiting, there may be vomiting, or there may be loose motion. This is the Visuchika in this context. And what says Hrit Pida? There is pain in epigastric region, Karsh, there will be weakness, emaciation and weakness, Daurbalyam, Vairasyam, loss of taste in the mouth, and Parikartika. Parikartika is defined as some cutting type of pain in anus. There is Ude Kartamat Pida, that is Parikartika. This is now this one as line is very important. What says Gridhi Sarvasa Rasana? He wants to eat every ras. Means either of six ras he prefers. Whatever you will provide him, he will eat. Gridhi Sarvasana, he wants to eat each and every ras or six ras. And Mansa Sarnam Mansa Sarnam means of the Ausa. There is a state of also depression. It remains to, this is a very important thing. Even he is in the state of depression and he having the state of mandagni, still he wants to take each and every ras eagerly. He want to take Gridhi Sarvarasana. And one other feature is that there is presence of flatulence adhiman, in the state of during the digestion and after digestion, at two places, during digestion and after that digestion, there is presence of adhiman, which is relieved by intake of some kind of food. This one is very important factor, that jirye jirye adhimanam bhukte swastham samupeti cha, means there is a presence of flatulence in the phase of digestion and after digestion too, and that is relieved by intake of food. Yeah, if there is flatulence in any condition, so that is relieved by intake of food. This one is the very characteristic feature. So there are two characteristic feature, that even in the stage of depression and even in the stage of mandagni, patients want to take each and every ras. And second is the presence of adman, which is relieved by intake of food. And what says sa vat gulm hridrog priya sankicha manva. There is probability of these diseases, vat rog, vat gulm, there is, there may be vat gulm, there may be hrid rog, and there may be pliha rog. These patients are prone for these three disorders, that is vat gulm, hrid rog, and pliha rog. And now this a specific feature of mal which is excreted by or defecated by the patient is chirad dukham dravam suskam tanvamam sabd painvat. Chirad, it takes longer time and comes out with pain. It takes longer time and comes out with pain. Chirad dukham. And what is consistency is dravam and is susk. When you will place it on ground, then almost there will be dryness, there will be no any fluid content. No, so that is susk. Tanvamam, with will be vidam, since there is mandagni. and shabd, it comes out with some voice during defecation. Some means that flatus passes during defecation, and that creates some kind of shabd. So during defecation there is pain as well as some sound, and it is faint, but it is frothy. What says that puna puna srijed versa, the frequency is increased. He tries to defecate frequently, puna puna, repeatedly, and there is some other disease presence of some other symptoms to cast swash. There may be dyspnea or there may be coughing. So these are the symptoms of Vatas Granadi. And among these symptoms, what is major two things you must remember, that Ana, Gridhi Sarvarasanam, Puna Puna Srijed Vorcha, Chirag Dukham Draum Suskam. And since there is Visuchika, and here Visuchika does not reflect the pain, here Visuchika reflects that there is tendency of vomiting or loose motion. So these are the uh, specific symptom of Vatas Granadi. And this is all about today's lecture. We discussed almost three topics, and the remaining part of the Granadi will be discussed in coming lecture. Till then, enjoy and good day. Thank you all.